And I'm Girish, and today I am on a family trip. So I have a Nissan Micra and I'm planning to upgrade my car. I was just thinking what would be my best options. Currently I'm looking at a kind of SUV. I got in touch with Kanchana Hyundai and asked them if they could give their car for a day to test drive and also see if this would be the kind of car I'm looking for. So I've got their Hyundai Alcazar, which is a premium SUV. So here's the car. This is the Hyundai Alcazar. They come in two different variants, petrol and diesel. Petrol, you have the option of 2-liter engine, and in diesel you get 1.5-liter engine. In petrol again you have two variants, one is automatic and then is the manual. Similar with diesel, you have automatic and manual, and you have 6-seater and 7-seater option. So currently I've got the diesel 1.5-liter engine, and this is the 7-seater option. So this has a very good road presence. It's quite big in terms of its size. It's a proper SUV and it's more like a luxury SUV, and it gets a nice chrome treatment in the front. The grille is quite big and very aggressive. Today I have 6 people traveling, that is including me and my family, rest of the people, and let's get you a quick look of the interior. So look at the interior, very premium, very posh. Comes with the Bose speakers and a lot of other details I will share while driving this. So you get these captain seats on the rear as well. If you look at this, you have captain seats on the rear as well, and then you have the normal back seat. So you get 4 captain seats, and then best part is you have a USB charger on the rear as well, AC, and a lot of space for you to keep your mobile and all of it, and also gets a air filter. And let me just show you the boot. This is the boot. So if you close this, you've got quite a bit of space to travel, but when you are 5 people or 6 people, you'll have to pull the seat back, and then you have this as your boot. So this is just a day's trip to Coorg, and even when you look at the infotainment, you have about 10.1-inch infotainment. It's connected with a lot of stuff, so you can connect your mobile through Bluetooth. A lot of other features I will talk about while driving this. a full house, 6-member, and the whole idea to drive this car was to see if this was a perfect family SUV, and it's more like a luxury family SUV. You get 4 captain seats, and then you have the bench seat on the very back, which is the 3rd row. So the first 2 row are the captain seat, and the minute you are above 80 you get this warning, the sound. So far enjoying the drive completely. It's very comfortable, especially if you are traveling with the family and you need some comfortable seats. So the captain seats are super comfortable. Even the drive is super comfortable. The gearbox is very smooth. This one comes with a 1.5 diesel engine mated with a 6-speed gearbox, and the overall drive feel is very good. Get good confidence when you're driving, and it's loaded with tons of feature. One of those favorites would be my daughter's, which is the sunroof. This is one of the most favorite feature probably, and would be most of the family who have kids, and they would just want to stand and have fun. Let me close that for you guys now. Otherwise, this has a good 360-degree camera, so whenever you're taking a turn, indicator right, left, you have good visibility. The camera is very good. Similarly, when you're taking a reverse, you have a complete 360-degree view of what's happening around. And even the infotainment system, when you talk about that, it's got a very good 10.1-inch infotainment system. Can do multifunction, so you can have 3 windows at the same time, which can show you GPS, music, and also the north, east, west, that is the compass bit. So the entire Odo cluster you talked about, it's again digital. It's a lot of information, and it's all in your hand. So while we started from Coorg, it was raining, it was foggy, the entire scene was very scenic, beautiful. Similarly, now we are around Sulya, and the rain continues to follow us, and it's super cloudy, dark, might downpour any time from now. So talking about the car again, getting back to the car and its feature, if you're looking at a luxurious SUV, I think this is one of the options that you can consider, and especially with the tons of feature that it has. Right from the infotainment system, and a lot of first in its segment feature. So for example, the captain seat, the one driving seat, has electronic push buttons to move the seat front back, which is normally seen in a luxury car or a top-end car. So similar, that feature is already here in this particular car, which is very good. And when you talk about the steering, there's so much buttons at the steering which can handle a lot of stuff. You can work completely around on the infotainment system, and also with the same time you can also joggle about the odometer. So there's a lot of information that you can get out of the Odo. All of that can be handled through your joysticks that you have on the steering. And it also has heated seats. So this is first in its segment to get heated seats, and the drive comfort is very good and feels very light on the steering. The feedback that you get on the steering is very good. And like I mentioned, it started downpouring, and yeah, even the visibility point of view during rain, the wipers are very good, very efficient, does an excellent job. And you have multiple modes in that as well. You can change them and use as per the density of rain that you are actually facing. And best part is you get both speakers, so you have very good infotainment system as well. The boot space is okay if you're planning to do a day trip or two comfortable if 6 people are traveling. But then if you're traveling more than a couple of days and you're 6 people, the boot space might be a little cramped. But if it's for 4 people, then no worries at all. What you can do is you can just bend the rear seats and you get ample space that time and comfortably go on a week's or any number of days of trip, and you can carry a lot of stuff during that time. It has a very good road presence, and the entire experience of driving this is very sophisticated, I can say, and despite of the size that this car is, you can't feel any of that in the steering. You can maneuver the car very easily, and also the turning radius is quite nice, and it's quite agile as well. So this is definitely one of those cars which I would want to consider whenever I'm upgrading my car. One of the cars definitely to be considered.
Hi! What are you doing? I'm standing up. There is nice breeze up. I love it.
We've stopped for a quick break at Sulia, just to get a refreshed and also to have a quick snack at this place called Wild Cafe Resto. This is the place. Very nice cafe. This is in between Puttur and towards Coorg when you go. You get this place, and so far the car is really, I'm really happy, and especially the kind of features that these cars have. And this is the resto. So next time you're around this place, you want to come have some coffee, tea, Maggie, or also shop for something, some homemade wine. It's a lovely place. Normally I have another place that I stop, but then we wanted to have some coffee and all, so that's why we stopped here this time. And we are getting back home. So definitely this is going to be one of the consideration for the car, and definitely a good contender as well, especially with the kind of features that this provides and the luxury that this got. See the interior, it's super luxurious. The fit and finish is fantastic. The drive quality of this car is amazing. The suspension is really good. The gearbox is top notch. And also the comfort that it gives you, especially somebody who's sitting behind, and normally other cars you have a little bumpy ride, but in this case it's been a real good ride. And yes, my daughter just loves the sunroof, the panoramic sunroof. She's been just having fun with that. That's another plus point. And the steering feedback is very nice, and also the infotainment system just keeps everybody entertained. So overall this is a very good car, and definitely is one of the choice. Well, that's all I want to say, and end this video here.